Hey there, I want to talk about 3 different ways to land your very first client as a Facebook ad manager without working for free. So a lot of people, this is like their biggest concern when we're first getting started and about learning Facebook ads and how do I land my first client and who is going to pay me for this. So before we dive into all of that though, my name is Lauren Eglin. I'm the owner of Lauren Eglin Marketing. So I have my own Facebook ad business and I also coach women on how to get started in running Facebook ads for clients. So let's talk about clients and how we land them, because there's 3 common ways when we're first getting started. This is a great place that a lot of my students are starting for, for growing their business. So one we're gonna do is our most important here, and I think the place where everyone should start, and it's your network. We all have a network whether we realize it or not. People we're connected to, family, friends, someone you went to high school with, someone you went to college with, the neighbor down the street, or even just the businesses that you frequent on a regular basis, the businesses that you love and utilize in your own town. This is your network. And so chances are is that you know someone in your network that has a small business and that could use help, right? And so, for example, when I was first getting started, my very, very, very first ad I push publish on was for my mom. Okay, she ran a small business and she was really the inspiration on why I started learning ads in the first place. I saw her struggle. She was part of this older generation that Facebook and online is so very foreign to them, right? They don't fully understand it all. And so I saw that she had this great business. And if she could just figure out this digital piece, this digital marketing piece, I knew her business would grow. And so that was the very first one I pushed publish on. A lot of my students, they have, someone in their life, whether directly or indirectly, maybe it's a friend of a friend, somehow they are they're connected to a business. And that's going to be your first start. That is going to be our square one and really where we want to get our confidence up. The best thing you can do when you're first getting started is get that confidence up. Get your confidence up that you can do it, because that's going to affect all the rest of the conversations you have about this. You have to believe that you can do it. And so we need to get in there and get in the reps, get in the practice. Now, the second place that is my next go-to place and where I've landed literally hundreds of clients here is Facebook groups. Okay. Can't talk and write at the same time. Facebook groups. Facebook groups are still one of the best places to land clients. And it goes back to the same concept of building relationships and building your network. A lot of students, I've seen so many of my students land clients where I just answered a question kind of on something unrelated, but then they realized that I was an ad manager and it led to a conversation about my services. Or I just connected with somebody in a group and we connected over something that we had in common, and turns out they had a business. Or it was in a local mom Facebook group and they were talking about some of their local business. She's a hairdresser, she's, whatever. She has a med spa. These are all great types of clients when we're first getting started, but I connected them within a Facebook group. And I was networking, I was showing up and serving, showing up with it, with answering these questions for them. And that led to clients, right? And so again, it's still networking, but we're doing it online now, right? And this networking of your network can definitely be online as well. But again, this Facebook group, it's a great way to start to expand your network, right? We have our set network that we're starting with. We want to grow it as time goes on, and that's how our business grows. Now, the last one here is what I call, it's more of the local business strategy when we're looking to expand there. But this is the radio mailer strategy. And so the radio mailer strategy is basically we're looking at radio ads and mailers. So the little mailer things that come in the mail, right? That come in your mailbox, like Bob's Plumbing, call this week sort of thing, right? Those are the kind of people we want to be reaching out to, because we're looking for some of these mom and pop shops that are maybe advertising in some more traditional routes that maybe haven't quite dipped their toes into the digital world. And it's probably because they maybe don't understand it. Now, they may be doing a combination of both or all of it, but again, they are doing, these are people that we want to reach out to because they're spending money on radio ads. They're spending money on mailer ads. You could also look at the same process of billboard ads, right? When we're looking at people that are, they're spending money, that tells me, 1, that business is actively looking for new leads and to grow their business, and 2, they have a marketing budget. So those are our best leads when we're starting to go into this more like cold outreach area. And again, I want to be focusing on networking and Facebook groups first, but this is another option a lot of my students have been using to land clients. So again, it can definitely work, but we want to be using targeted efforts. Now, another thing is when you go into, start to researching clients and potential clients, and you see that they have a radio ad and you go to look them up online, you want to use the Facebook ad library to see, are they running ads? Do they have the Pixel installed? All of that information. And so I have an extra training on how to utilize the Facebook ad library. If you want that information, let me know. All of this though, I have my my program, the Profitable Ad Manager, which I go way more in depth into all of this. This is just kind of the tip of the iceberg here. I actually teach at least 8 different ways on landing clients, and this is where we start. This is ground zero. This is where we start. But again, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many different ways to land clients, and there's clients everywhere. It's just all about positioning yourself in the right way, and that's where a lot of people go wrong. Is they're just not positioning themselves in the right way. So I hope this video was helpful. The Profitable Ad Manager is enrolling for the next few days. So if you're watching this video, let me know if you want any additional trainings that I do have. I'm happy to share those. Otherwise, you can join the Profitable Ad Manager and get access to everything right away and the support and community that you need to actually have a profitable business as an ad manager.